Hey everyone, wanted to make a quick video for you, add a little context to these articles that we've been posting here from MAMBA. So right here we have my 3582 taken apart. For the sake of the video, informational. I want to show you guys exactly what we're talking about and how this all works. So we have our turbine housing, compressor housing, and the CHRA, the center section with the bearing and the wheels. So basically, when you bolt this to your car, and you have your turbine housing here, this is a T4 flange, a little bit bigger. I'm running twins on a 6-liter LS2 motor, so I wanted something with a little less back pressure, something that would flow well. So basically, your exhaust flows in through this flange and through these scrolls in the turbo. This is why the volume, the AR, matters when you're sizing your turbo right. If you have a larger motor or you're running a lot of boost, you're gonna want a little bit bigger AR. You don't wanna choke this out here. If you run too small of an AR, you could get some really high back pressure, end up with some issues. Back pressure and heat is not good. Now, if you're running a street setup, you want something really fast spool, smaller AR is the way to go. So it really all depends on your goals, what you're looking to do. These in particular, these were the 86 AR. I'm running twins. I probably would have went bigger if I was running a big single, but being twin, I didn't want to run something too big and make it real laggy. Now these are actually twin scroll housings, as you saw on there, the split. Now you can run these on a single scroll manifold, which is what I'm going to be doing. Ideally, to get the best benefit of the twin scroll, you would want to run a special manifold for it that separates the exhaust pulses. What you have is a large and a small scroll on the housing. This is so that you get a little bit quicker spool. It takes all the exhaust pulses and really kind of takes advantage of all of them to give you the most efficiency. You do not want to run a twin scroll manifold with a single scroll turbine housing, but you can run these on a single scroll. It's not going to hurt anything. Essentially, you're still running the same AR. So when you see in here, this visual part here is what would be considered the inducer of the turbine wheel. You could see the different sizes. So you have your smaller inducer here. This is the visual part in the housing. These are where your exhaust gas makes contact inside of that scroll. So this is a 9-blade turbine on this turbo, and your exhaust will make contact with these exducer blades. I'm sorry, inducer blades, I had it backwards. And then it'll make its way through the fins out of the exducer into your exhaust, where it will exit from here. Pretty simple. They make them two different sizes for a reason, and these are what's sticking out into your scroll and capturing the exhaust air. On the compressor side, pretty similar situation. So your inducer is where your air is being drawn into the turbo, the part you visually see. And the exducer is going into this scroll. This is where the air is being collected, pressurized, and flowing outward out of your outlet to make positive boost pressure in your turbo. See here, the slope blades, inducer, exducer. So these are extended tip 2, but these are what's collecting your air and making all the fun stuff. And in this case, like we talked about with blades, this is a 7+7. So we have 7 tall blades and 7 short blades. This setup makes a real nice mix because you get some of the benefits of having a lower blade pound compressor, for high boost, high pressure ratio situations. But you also get some of the benefits of a multi-blade wheel, which is going to be a little bit more efficient when you're running lower boost. Flows a lot of air in the mid-range, before it falls out of efficiency. But with that split blade, it's a good happy medium. If you're not sure what direction you want to go with your build, you can't go wrong with one of those. it works really well all the way around. I really don't see a reason to go for a real high blade count, real low blade count. I mean, unless you know you're going to be running a bigger turbo at lower boost, you know, you might want to look in like a 10 or 11 blade compressor. But yeah, that is that. That is how all of these work together. Sizing your turbo will change how your build goes completely. I mean, when you size everything right, you know, for your goals, whether you want big horsepower, you want something that's really fun on the street, quick spool, it's so important to pick what's right for you. So, you know, if you guys have any questions, if you're having trouble deciding what you want to go with, feel free to shoot us a message. Reach out to me directly on Instagram, Boosted Turd Official. We'd be glad to help you out, you know, make a decision what you want to do and what direction you want to go. All right, guys, thanks.